If you've already hired a realtor or you're about to, this is one of the most important things that you need to understand. It has to do with timing, not the market's timing, your timing, and whether your realtor is actually aligned with your timing. Because if those two things are off, it doesn't matter how nice your realtor is, how many Instagram posts they make, or how many open houses they run for you, you will pay for that misalignment, either with money, stress, or missed opportunities. My name is Michael Hausam. I'm an active real estate broker in Southern California. I'm also the founder of House Advantage Academy, where I train realtors on how to deliver optimal results for their clients. And here's some insider context you're never going to hear a realtor talk about. You're certainly not going to see them post about it on Instagram or anywhere else. Most real estate agents are effectively part-timers. Across the country, 70% of agents sold 5 or fewer homes last year. Nearly half of all real estate agents sold one house or none at all. And here in California, 60% of agents working make less than $60,000 a year. Newsflash, nobody in California making less than 60 grand a year is doing real estate full time. Of course, no agent advertises that. But here's why it matters, because this can create a very real conflict with you and your agent. There's a very good chance that the agent you hired, or you're thinking about hiring, is under pressure financially to close something, anything, right now. There's a well-known real estate coach, nationally known guy makes millions of dollars a year, and he teaches agents to ignore anybody who isn't ready to buy or sell a house in the next 60 days. Now think about what that means. If your agent hasn't closed a deal in months or follows that advice, your goals and their agenda may be completely misaligned. You don't want to be in a circumstance where you're literally working against your own realtor. So here's what you do. Step 1, you need to get super clear on your timing before you hire anyone. If you're a buyer, ask yourself this honest question. When would you ideally want to move into your new home? A month from now? 3 months from now? A year from now? Longer than that? And by the way, when we find the right house, it's not an answer. In today's marketplace, homes are not won by accident. Financing, strategy, preparation, positioning, all of those things have to be aligned before the right property appears. One of the worst outcomes you could ever have is to find what you think might be the perfect house before you're actually ready. So the question that I ask my buyer clients is this: considering everything you've got going on in your life, work and family and vacations and money and everything else, when would it make sense for you to move into your next home? That answer should drive all of the strategy on the buyer side, not your agent's need for a commission. And of course, the same logic applies to a home seller. For a seller, the question is super simple as well. When do you want the money from the home sale to be in your bank account? Now, sometimes the answer actually is as soon as you can possibly get me the money. But sometimes it isn't. Some sellers, I find, care more about hitting a specific price or aligning with a life event or allowing time on the market. All of those things are totally reasonable. It's your house. But you need to be extremely clear, because every agent has got 2 built-in reasons to want to sell the house just like that. Number 1, obviously, they get paid faster. Sold in 2 days makes a great marketing flyer. Now, if that aligns with your goals, great. But if it doesn't, hiring the wrong agent is going to cost you. Now, there's one more critical seller mistake. Now, I see this happening all the time. Most sellers hire their agent way too late in the process. There's a very big difference between hiring an agent as your marketing and advertising advisor that helps you with the strategy and everything else, and actually listing the home. Sometimes those two events are very far apart. I've got clients right now in Anaheim. 18 months ago, they hired me to help them. We're not hitting the market till probably May or June of next year, but we're doing all of this work to get ready before it's actually ready to get listed. And that way they get the benefit of me helping all the decisions that they're making and helping them understand the marketplace and all of that way before listing the house. On the other side of that, I had a client, this was 2 years ago. I knew that he was wanting to sell his house, and it's in a neighborhood that I do a lot of sales. And I've been talking to him while he's doing work and trying to get a consult with him to show him my program and my blueprint and how I help home sellers. And he kept saying, I'm not ready to list it yet. I don't need an agent. That happened for about 9 months. So by the time we finally sat down, the damage, it was already done. He had spent a ton of money on projects that actually hurt his outcome. Honestly, David probably cost himself 50 grand of doing things that he thought were important to get the house ready. And just shot himself in the foot. Had he hired me earlier, those decisions would have been guided, not just making up stuff. So the way to think about it, just like you wouldn't wait until the morning of a hearing to hire an attorney to represent you, please don't wait till the last minute to hire a realtor. Bottom line, before you hire an agent, get crystal clear on your timing and then say it out loud to them. Whether you've hired them or not, they need to understand exactly what your timing is. A really good agent, they're actually going to ask you about it right up front. One of my standard questions is, if you were going to make a move, when would you ideally want to make it happen? When you talk to an agent, listen carefully to their response to a question like that. If you sense conflict between the timing that's right for you and their agenda, you absolutely have to move on. If you've already hired an agent and it's unclear or misaligned, schedule a face-to-face conversation and reset the expectations. Remember, that agent works for you, and your goals are the only ones that matter. Now, in my next Fix My Realtor video, I'm breaking down costly mistakes that I see listing agents make every single day. And frankly, buyers should pay attention to these mistakes as well, because oftentimes mistakes from a listing agent can be a clear signal that the seller's agent is weak. And nothing is more exciting than being a buyer when you know that the listing agent is weak. Take a look at that video.